And Spoiler Kings, we do a little bit different. We rate things now, later, and never. Now means you need to stop what you're doing and watch it right away. This is going to be one of those life-changing events that you're going to remember and tell your kids about. Later is like you can watch it, while you're washing the dishes or, as you're cooking dinner and come in and out and whatever. You won't miss anything. And never means it should never touch your TV. You tell all your friends not to watch this, and let's all come together like we did with Velma and say, agree, this is not something we need to be watching. So that being said, Brand Band, what's up? What do you rate this series, this season so far?
This is easily a later. It's really not anything that like I said many times, it's not anything that I found myself connecting with, and it's not like Interview with a Vampire where it had me riveted and I was glued to my screen. I'm sitting here like this the entire time, or doing other stuff. Folding laundry, or like you said, doing dishes, or cleaning or dusting or something like that. Those are usually the things that I found myself doing while I had this on. It just wasn't landing for me. It just wasn't doing anything for me.
I hear
so
you. Oh,
very much a later, easily.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah.
All right, Tank, what you got?
Oh man, man. The only thing that I would give it a later, and it's barely a later, is the ending is good enough. It's not a great ending. It's not a really good ending. It's just like good enough where I'm like, okay, I guess, like I'm somewhat interested, but I mean, for the most part, I mean, up until the last couple episodes, this was a never. I mean, it's a lot of boring stuff. And the whole time you're yelling at your screen, you're like, you are the dumbest smart person. You're the dumbest doctor, like ever, It's just, I mean, there's a lot of issues, a lot of bad things. I think Cookie said it best earlier. It's messy. It's just a messy show. And I think it was trying to catch its footing the entire time. And maybe right at the end, it finally did. But is that enough? I don't know, but I'll put it there with Brandman and put it as a later, but I mean, it's really like way later. Whenever you're bored, you got nothing else to watch, I will watch it.
Man, so
what do you think?
I'm going to give it a later. I honestly think that it was a really bad finale. When a finale leaves me with not liking any of the characters, not having any rooting interest, why do I need to come back? I think a finale leaves you a cliffhanger or leaves you with someone that you hope can do right, and they're losing, and you want to see them possibly turn it around. There's no character that I feel that way about.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, in every episode there was like a lull. We're like, oh, this is terrible, and then something happens. Like episode 2, oh, this is so terrible. And then her mother comes in and holds her neck, and she's killed right at the end. You're like, oh my god, this is so amazing. Like it's like that every episode. So we're waiting for something to happen, and then when it doesn't stick the landing, and I'm gonna give it a later, but much later. And like it's behind a lot of shows, but I can see why people gave up on it, honestly.
Yeah. It was just, I think what you said with with the finale, like I didn't love the finale. I didn't hate it though, but I had a lot of issues with it. But I think what you said, like it leaves you with wanting more. This could end. Mayfair Witches could end with her walking away, and I think that could be it. Like I think you can kind of like oh, she raises the little boy and then he takes over the world. Like I don't need to know anything else. I feel like there's not another story you're gonna tell me. You didn't set up the next story. You just like and she had her baby, and now her little demon baby are gonna go ruin the world.
Hey,
yeah.
But look, Biggerford says, "Man, I just finished the episode. I like the show.
Like the show?
Hey,
Good. Good.
I want people to like the show.
Well, you're talking about Mayfair Witches, not
Yeah,
the other show.
Yeah,
because we're going to talk about another show in a little bit. Right now, we're talking Mayfair Witches. So
I can see someone liking the show. I mean, I could see,
yeah.
you know, it just didn't grab me.
Diehard and Rice fans maybe liking it. You know, maybe some diehard ones, but
no, it's Biggerford. I don't think it's
and I think I wouldn't call myself a diehard Anne Rice fan. I love the Vampire Chronicles stuff. I think that stuff's great.
Yeah.
But you know, I consider myself enough of an Anne Rice fan.
Yeah.
You know, it still kind of has me curious as to where they're going to go further with this universe and what else they're going to adapt. For sure, I'll definitely be watching.
Okay.
She's got that that vast enough of a universe, like I've said many times, that I will definitely watch any and all of it. But
okay,
I'm not sure.
Well, there's our ratings, but I have to ask you guys a question real quick.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys, especially I want to ask you, Brandon, if they would have merged this somehow with Interview with a Vampire, would you have been happy with that? Like we got a little Lestat at the end. Would that save any of it for you?
It depends on the writing and the execution more so than just kind of having them pop up. Or characters from, you know, Interview with the Vampire, other Vampire Chronicles characters just popping up. If there's a good rhyme and reason, and if it works, sure, I'd be open to it.
Okay.
Even potentially think it's cool, but depends on how they were to handle it. I think a crossover might be inevitable at some point, since they clearly have big plans on AMC with the content of Anne Rice.
Hey,
which
but I thought we were talking about Bel Air. I knew you thought something.
Yeah, which we're getting into next. Yeah,
it's coming up right now, actually. But
real quick, I want to there's a Rotten Tomato score for it.
Yeah, this is Rotten Tomato score for every episode too. IMDb.
Yeah, for all of them. But the overall for the season, it's 46 critics and 55 with the audience. So I feel I'm like right there, you know, in that 50%ish. So like kind of right in between there. Like, yeah. But it's not well loved. It's not really well liked like Interview is.
Because it's not well, but none of the characters hit for you. Once you get Interview with a Vampire, it hits. Lestat hits. Louis hits.
Claudia. Like Cookie saying Lestat would have saved it for me. That's what she's saying.
I agree. I would have liked to see, because the timing, you know,
if it made sense, like Brandon said, if it made sense.
So for the timing, and Lestat like comes in and he's like, "I need you to do something for me."
Yeah.
I'm glad that the shows feel separate though. Keep my boys out of that mess. Right?
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah.
I can see Lestat just walking in. He's like, "I'm out." I don't know what's going on. I'm out.
They can adapt all the Vampire Chronicles stuff they want and have Lestat, Louis, whoever else cross over into those. They don't need to pop up in any Mayfair Witches.
Yeah. Mayfair Witches need to step the game up before they pop off it like that.
Get on their level.
Yeah, get on the level first, and then we'll go ahead and throw in there, but not till then.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. That's a pretty good review, guys. But if you're watching this now or later, as we're doing, we're gonna cut this video up. Let us know what you guys think. Did you enjoy this season finale? Were you more like Tank saying it was a good season finale, or are you more like me? I didn't like the season finale, but overall, I mean, I think this is a mid show. Let me know what you guys think. You know, we would like to read all the comments. Me and Tank talk about all the time. I'd be like telling Brandon, I'd be like screenshotting stuff like, "Did you see this one?" So please go ahead, comment, like our videos, because it helps us with the algorithm and helps us let us know that you like the content that we're doing. And please hit that subscribe button. We are right now at 739. We're on our way to 1,000. So please help us get there. Thank you guys for everything. We really appreciate it. And it's on to the next topic for us. We'll
Cool.
see you in the next video.